Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the trending contracts. And today's contract, The Lady Killer 2, set in Sapienza. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of EMZ Hitgal. So moving on to our briefing, people say 47 is a lady killer. It's time to prove them right. Kill them any way you want. I hope you enjoy it. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them with no stipulations on how we dispatch them or what we wear whilst we do so we have a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the kitchen assistant. We're going to have a remote agmatic gas grenade stored up in the ICA safe house. We'll be bringing with us a vial of lethal poison, an agmatic gas grenade, along with our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to waste absolutely no time at all breaking cover, grabbing the rat poison from the counter and exiting the Caruso villa as quickly as possible. And our first target is the young lady there with the purple trousers, is heading for the table we are heading for, and once she is sat down at that table she will not move, so we need to get there before her and add our rat poison to her glass, and then add our lethal poison to the glass on the opposite side of the table on the right. So if these two gentlemen would just kindly remove themselves from my path, we will now have a nice clear view of our first target, sampling the rat poison laced drink there. She will obviously not enjoy that very much, and she will very quickly feel the effects and get sick. And she's going to make her way into the bathroom beneath the ice cream parlor when she remembers which direction it's in, and we will then at a discreet distance follow her inside, and she will make her way into the cubicle nearest to us, and all we have to do is follow her into the cubicle itself. We're going to close the door behind us and then reintroduce her to her breakfast and the rat poison laced hot coffee. So that will be our first target dealt with. Now be aware that as soon as we leave this room, the body will be spotted rather quickly, so we need to move away, and we're going to remain in the plaza area as our next target will be making their way to the exact same table, which is why we added the lethal poison to that area. She's on her way here now. She is coming from quite a distance, so we are stood here for about a minute, and she will then sit down, she will sample her hot coffee, and she will immediately regret it. And there is our first target just being spotted as we zoom in and get a nice good clear view of the flower bed currently blocking our view. I should have stood somewhere else really. Either way, we have the desired effect, and that is 2 targets down. So from here on out we need to make our way to the ICA safe house. We're going to give Rocco's sister a nice wide berth as she is an enforcer. We're going to make our way up and into the ICA safe house, and we are going to retrieve our gas grenade. Now our final 3 targets are all located roughly around the harbour area. So we're just going to quickly remove our gas grenade from the briefcase and return it to the briefcase, thus activating it, and then head down to the harbour. And 2 of our targets are relatively close together, and the first of which is stood right here playing with her phone. And we are going to select our emetic gas grenade, and we're just going to throw that at her feet and move a short distance as we do so that no one thinks it's us. She will then get sick and she will make her way to the bathrooms just off screen to our left, or over 47's right shoulder. So there she goes, and just like we did with our first target, we are going to casually follow them into the cubicle, close the door behind them, and reintroduce them to whatever they had for breakfast as well. Now, our next target may also come to this area, so we do need this young lady's body discovered, and turning on the sink really won't cut it. So what we're going to do is make our way out to this sleeping gentleman here. We're going to grab one of the coins from the table, open the bathroom door, and throw our coin against the wall, which will get our friend here to stand up and notice the body. And we are going to move a safe distance away, and there is our next target. And we're just going to wait for the gentleman to go and receive the help from a guard and have the body removed before we move in on our next target, trigger our gas grenade. Now we'll probably make both of these people sick, although surprisingly enough this time round I only managed to get my target, which is ideal, but just in case, both will go to the bathroom and they will pick a cubicle each, which is why we needed the body to be found, because if our target picks this cubicle, which she has done, that will interrupt her routine and she will no longer be feeling the effects of the poison, and we will not be able to reintroduce her to her breakfast, or by this time lunch. So that's 4 targets taken care of, and around about this point our final target should be making their way down from the promenade area, and they are going to be heading out onto the pier. And there she is. So she is going to make her way right down to the end of the dock area and to the end of the wooden pier, and all we have to do is follow her at a discreet distance, and eventually she will get to our awaiting speedboat for when we exit. And as soon as she gets into position, we are just going to give her a very slight nudge and send her for a quick swimming lesson. So that's our final target now taken care of, and all that's left for us to do is to climb into our speedboat and exit Sapienza. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of. Quite an enjoyable one. I've not had many of these targets before, and speaking of targets, we have managed to eliminate them all according to plan, and we get our Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.